So, I was about to start making my video debunking Brett Cooper with her bullshit on the Boston Hospital, POD blockers and all that stuff. But then, earlier today, and by earlier today I mean like 10 minutes ago, I found this video in my sub feed talking about the new thing with the IRS agents, sorry for misspeaking, being armed. Now, I did a little bit of research into this before, and it's not as bad as the right is making it out to be. So, without further ado, let's just check this out. And I'm not going to turn this into like a whole debunking video because this barely needs any debunking besides like 2 sources. Anyways, let's get into it.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper.
Hi.
I don't know if this is an episode that you guys have been waiting for, but it's an episode that I have been waiting for. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. Now, in other episodes, I have dropped little Easter eggs of information about this situation in our country. But now
I wouldn't know.
It's going to get...
I didn't watch any of your other videos.
Its moment. We're putting the spotlight on the IRS. Now, full disclosure, I dislike the IRS almost as much as I dislike the ATF. I think both...
Yeah, I wonder why. You're rich, probably. You don't want to pay taxes. Nobody wants to pay taxes, but it's kind of necessary for the government to, you know, function and everything.
Both of those government bodies are absolutely useless. They do nothing to protect citizens. In fact,
they make sure you pay your fucking taxes so the government can function. How else do you think our government gets the money it needs to be able to pay for like Medicare, Medicaid, your police, and shit like that? That they're responsible for how we get all that money. What the fuck do you mean? Isn't she my age, like around 20 to 23 or something like that? She looks young enough. She looks young enough to be around my age, and she still doesn't know that shit? Come the fuck on.
In fact, they just harm us more. They steal our money. They tell us that we can't protect...
Oh god, she's a libertarian. Okay. Or at least an economic one.
Protect ourselves. It's up there, actually, with the Department of Education, too, which is a hot take.
It's more tingly than hot.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
But I'm just saying, those three, they harm us more than they help us. But anyway, before we get into it, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you are not already, and if you want to go check out my merch, you can go to dailywire.com/Brett. This is our first capsule, but there is so much more to come. I'm so excited for you all to watch all of you. As part of the new Inflation Reduction Act, which Biden thinks is going to solve all of our problems, the IRS is planning to hire 87,000 new agents.
The government in this town is excellent and uses your tax dollars efficiently.
Can't she at least get a better editor compared to like Shapiro and all those other guys? This is some boomer tier editing. Hell, I do stuff better than this.
To fly, my rhymes are sick. My fuck is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's disgusting.
Dude, you can just say niggers.
I'm literally a nobody with, what, 309 subscribers currently? And I do better editing than this.
In addition to that, there are some new tax laws. I think you all have heard about them wanting to survey your Venmo and Cash apps in case you're sending more than $600. God forbid. It's also important to point out right here that Elon Musk...
I don't know what she's referring to with that, by the way. So, probably not a big deal.
Was tweeting about this a few days ago, and he was saying, they're not coming after the rich. They're not coming after me. I get audited routinely every year. They're coming for middle-class Americans now.
Elon Musk is literally the richest guy in the world. Of course he's going to be audited every fucking year. Are you kidding me? Rich people love to dodge taxes. No shit, they're going to be audited. Fuck's sake.
Which is true. They wouldn't be looking at measly $600 Venmo payments if they were trying to tax the rich. Just important to think about that. Now, another important thing to note about this act and about the conversation surrounding the IRS...
Let me double check that real quick. Let's see if we can find anything up. Let's see. These are just different platforms to transfer and make money from, aren't they? They function pretty similar to like a bank account and your credit card and stuff. I'm surprised they haven't been taxed already. I'm surprised that the it's only now that the IRS is cracking down on this stuff. I'm very surprised by that, to be honest. Interesting.
Is that this bill is arguing that these new 87,000 agents are just coming in to fill the slots of 50,000 agents that are about to retire. But number one, I don't believe the government's rationality about anything. They gaslight us and they lie to us all the time, so don't really care.
I agree with that, but probably not for the same reasons she does. Let's just put it that way.
2, 87,000 is a lot more than 50,000. It does not.
Sorry, I mean popcorn. Just keep in mind, by the way, there's 330 million people in America. 87,000 IRS agents won't be able to keep an eye on every single one of us, so just kind of keep that in mind. It's probably still going to be relatively easy to dodge taxes and everything, if you really want to, right? Most people, to my knowledge, pay taxes, but, I mean, we kind of have to, otherwise we get audited and, all that shit happens. But, regardless, 87,000 is not that big of a number. The only way I could see 87,000 extra being actually useful is by, paying attention to, the top 10%. That would make it a lot easier to pay attention to the top 10%. But for the rest of us, I don't really see it impacting us at all, honestly.
Not take a mathematician to figure that out, so they are still adding agents, even though they want to convince you that they're not. And number 3, these people have not retired yet. And even if that argument was correct and true, and this is going to be a problem that we're losing all of these agents, that is still 37,000 more agents than we had before. I don't even want to fill the 50,000 spots that are about to be emptied.
Who cares? What, that's an extra 37,000? Dude, there's 330 million of us, again. That's barely anything. That's not even a drop in the bucket. That's like a little atom in the bucket. Holy fuck.
Get rid of them all.
Toss them overboard.
But obviously, the government
At least
isn't
have a funny sound effect like the or something like that. 1 second. At least add this sound effect over or
listening.
Something. 1 second.
Some overboard.
But obviously, the government isn't listening to me in the slightest. And
at least do something like that to it, since this is a Zoomer we're talking about. At least do some Zoomer edits.
indeed, get rid of them all.
Toss them overboard.
But obviously, the government isn't listening to me in the slightest. And after this act was announced, people found the IRS's new job description for their IRS agents. My favorite part of that was that they were saying that you need to know how to wield a gun and be willing to use deadly force in your job, and you have to work 24/7 going after the little guy.
No, it's not. That's for... I just sent myself this article on my flow. Use Opera GX, by the way. I love it very much. If it'll load. Why isn't it loading? Here, we'll just look it up this way. Here we go. Close enough. Here's what we do know. The IRS did spend about $725,000 on ammunition this year, but that is not unusual, and it's actually a bit less than what we spent in other recent years. These purchases are not new or unique to the Biden administration. They have been made for an IRS division that has been armed for more than a century, called the IRS Criminal Investigation. Now let's check what the IRS Criminal Investigation does, shall we? IRS Criminal Investigation. Let's look up the thing here. The IRS Revenue Service. No, it's just Internal Revenue Service. Criminal Investigation, IRSCI, is the United States federal law enforcement agency responsible for investigating potential criminal violations of the U.S. Internal Revenue Code and related financial crimes such as money laundering, currency violations, tax-related identity theft fraud, and terrorist financing that adversely affect tax administration. Now let's take a look at one of those, just one of those. Money laundering, huh? Let's take a look at what money laundering is. Money laundering is the process of concealing the origin of money obtained from illicit activities such as drug trafficking, corruption, embezzlement, or gambling by converting it into a legitimate source. It is a crime in many jurisdictions with varying definitions. It is usually a key operation of organized crime. Organized crime. Yeah, I wonder why they need guns and need to be armed when they're gonna have to confront organized crime. Are you fucking kidding me? These people are nuts, dude. They expect you to be so fucking stupid and not do like 10 minutes of research or anything like that. It's so fucking crazy to me how people listen to scumfucks like this who expect you to be so fucking retarded that you can't do 2 seconds like I did to see this is what it does. This is a good reason to be armed. Come on.
Boy, one whole farthing.
IRS investigation that happened this spring at a college where agents were teaching potential recruits what it takes to be on the front lines of a broke authoritarian government who's stealing your money. And this
I don't want to keep repeating myself because she just keeps saying the same thing over and over. The government wants to steal your money. No, the government needs your money in order to function. Otherwise, the government won't be able to pay for itself. Sure, we have like one other way, which is exporting goods and selling shit to other countries, but that's like not very much of our budget. A lot of the budget comes from taxes, so we kind of need that money. It's kind of a necessary evil in order to make sure this country doesn't fucking collapse. The police officers that you love so much, Back the Blue, Blue Lives Matter, they're paid for by our fucking taxes. Public service, paid for by our taxes. Libraries, paid for by our taxes. All these different things are paid for by our fucking taxes. The government's not stealing your money. The government is paying for all these things that are necessary for a society to survive.
This is an official IRS program where they go around and they do these mock investigations and they get people excited about being like a secret IRS agent.
It's not secret. I literally just looked it up. It's literally on fucking Wikipedia, you dunce. Nice pause there.
I mean, they are literally getting people excited about stealing your money. Well,
okay, I'm gonna stop pausing whenever she says that point. It's so fucking stupid.
Well, they lie to you about inflation and a non-existent recession while gas prices are still skyrocketing, which is why it is so important to make sure that you can...
Fuck off. We don't allow sponsors on this channel. We have integrity.
Congress.
By we, I mean me. Basically we, but with the M upside down.
Recently appropriated funds, so the IRS is currently looking to hire more special agents or CIs nationwide.
You're looking around, starting around $60,000, $70,000, somewhere in there. And then the advancements are you'll move up,
This man looks like
one
a
level
cartoon
every
character.
year for the first few years. So
An agent that's been in the field for a long time can top out at around $175,000
Okay, we're gonna skip.
a year.
Well, not skip. We're gonna fast forward it because I don't think there's gonna be much. There isn't much of substance here, to be honest. I watched this earlier. There we go.
Year, as well as benefits and retirement. These aren't actual police officers, they're students.
I'm sorry, first of all, in what situation would the IRS be wrapping you in chains?
Money laundering, organized crime. Organized crime. One second. Terrorist financing. Hello. Hello. Counterterrorism and espionage. Hello. Dude, this takes like 2 minutes to search up. Not even that.
Gonna put y'all back in chains.
You didn't mark that $600 Venmo payment down on your tax return.
They're not gonna send somebody with guns to you if you're not marking your fucking Venmo payment. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not sure if she's joking or if she's being serious or if she's like jokingly serious. But regardless, it's such a fucking stupid point.
Wrap it up, buddy. Like, what the hell?
Most people don't even know that the IRS has criminal investigators who use their accounting skills and their authority as a special IRS agent to solve tax crime.
I will say, this might be the coolest thing that I've heard about an accountant ever. That there's an accountant criminal special agent. And I can say that because my best friend is an accountant. I love you, Madison. I know you're watching that. Don't hate me. Anyway, I'll get back to the video.
Under this scenario, these students find the
Of
owner
course, her best friend is the accountant.
of a landscaping company has several vehicles that may have been purchased from monies not reported through his business. After an undercover interview using a wireless mic, the special IRS agents find that business has 6 books.
He was so smug when he said no tasers. Like, yeah, we don't play with kids. We're not one of those police officers with tasers. We only carry ammunition. Tax evasion.
And in the end, they're taught how to use their skills and finally arrest the mock offender.
Hey, but we want to identify, hey, police, we're here with an arrest warrant. We're going to be taking you to jail today, okay? That's what they want to know, because they're going to start asking questions like,
okay, we're going to speed up just a little bit more, just in case there's something she says that's even remotely of value. But probably not. It's Brett Cooper after
The comments were several. There were a lot of people who were going, like, this is really necessary. Like, you don't want people evading taxes, do you? Yeah, I don't care. Sure. I'm going to be on some list after that. Somebody said, I'm British, so forgive me if this is a stupid question. Tax inspectors used to be boring, humorless accountant types. When did they turn into fully armed SWAT teams?
They've been like that for a century. A century. 1919. Over a century, actually. That's how long they've been in the SWAT force.
You are gonna have to break down the goddamn door!
Oh god, yeah. This is like the character development of the century. Is tax inspectors and accountants are now special agents. This is a big deal. It's a big deal.
Now, still, over a century. They've been like this for over a century.
Jessica O'Donnell said, why do they need guns? And someone replied to her and said, not for stealing your money, I can tell you that. Parentheses, I'm actually kind of glad they're finally so transparent that taxation is armed robbery.
Based.
And then people started replying to some of the screenshots.
No, it's not based.
The pictures that Nasty had
I wasn't listening.
posted. One guy said, as a certified range safety officer, the violations in every one of those pictures makes me ill. Which, to be fair, these are all possible recruits with plastic guns, but at the same time, as part of this possible recruiting and training, maybe you should tell them to not hold a gun like this.
One second. I just find that screenshot funny. That'll be in my next. That'll be in my thumbnail.
There was also some girl in that one of these photos who was like doing a Charlie's Angels pose. I'm like, girl, like, please let's not glamorize and sexualize the IRS like Charlie's Angels. Like, not the move, my lady. But there's more. There's more videos from this project that the IRS is embarking upon to get new recruits. Literally like an episode of Parks and Rec, to be honest. Like, does this not look like Pawnee City Hall? I'm sorry, IRS special agents is basically the grown-up version of boys running around with fake guns in their backyard. It honestly feels like these people are all just LARPing as like Jason Bourne wannabes.
Well, I mean, they're wearing. It's not like they have to be in full uniform. They're just wearing regular clothes right now because, like, what's the point of, wearing like a full suit for like training and stuff?
Jesus Christ.
IRS agents. Okay, so under this video, I saw.
I'm sorry, what? What the fuck was that?
It honestly feels like these people are
No, we gotta play that in normal speed.
all just IRS agents, Jason Bourne wannabes.
Jesus Christ.
IRS agents. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Dude.
I'm tired of it all! I'm tired!
So under this video, I saw my favorite comment of the day, and somebody said, imagine surviving the pandemic, only for a failed Walmart greeter to break into your house, mishandle a weapon, and leave you bleeding out while they try to justify their use of force. No hate
Bruh.
to Walmart greeters. But that's a really funny comment. Obviously, you still have to point out again that this is not the official IRS like training of their special agents. I would hope that it's at least somewhat better, that they at least teach them some semblance of gun safety. I don't know. But this is an official IRS project where they're recruiting agents to try to convince people to apply. And that's the worrisome part. Like, their pitch is basically, come work for the IRS, you're basically a cop, but this time you're super above the law, and you can steal from people.
Who says you're super above the law? Who is saying that? What the actual... Everything they're doing, at least to my knowledge at least, is within the law. They're not coming just to... They're not coming just to take your fucking wallet for no reason. The only reason they come in is if you need to be audited for fucking dodging your taxes, dude. Or money laundering. Or doing terrorist financing. That's the only reason this division comes in. You... Whatever.
Legally, with guns, it's so much fun. Please, do not apply for that job. Have some semblance of a moral compass and realize that
I might apply for it just to piss her off. I think she lives in Texas, and so do I, so... Maybe one day I'll bust down her door and go, give me your fucking money, bitch.
you are just doing glorified robbery. Don't apply. Guys, we are adding new comment section content every single day, so make sure...
Nice shirt. Okay, well, that was a stupid doozy.